One of the things we tried recently was trying to like, can we put another agent on top of the agent that's doing the work in order to try to check its work, like, and say like, okay, like these are the ones that are likely to be right, these are the ones that are likely to be um adjusted by a human. We actually found that in the first try, but it was inversely correlated, meaning like the more likely it thought that it was not going to be changed by a human, the more likely it was to be changed by a human. So that's bad. It's also kind of flabbergasting, right? Because it's like you're using the same basic LLM technology to follow the instructions in the first place. So then, like, why when you then ask another one, like, how could it be so wrong? One of the things that we found, though, was that some of the reasons for the override of the initial agent's output were deviations from the prescribed process. We're not supposed to proceed with a project without this information, but we override and do it anyway. That at least is what it looks like. We're still kind of early days on studying this, but like it's it's and we know that this happens, right? But even in this context where it's like, okay, so like we write instructions for the agent executes them, and then it gets changed, we're counting that as a fail, even though actually it did kind of do what it was supposed to. So you have to go in and inspect that too, right? But like, so there's that. It gets even harder when you want to try to gauge what the impact is, right? Because, depending on like how robust your systems are, like, how reliably can you gauge what the actual like time savings are, what the relative like investment of energy on like having done it manually versus having to validate it. I think what we're starting with is trying to demonstrate as rigorously as possible that we can get the right outcome. And we do have pretty successful results there. And then from there, I think you can start to get into, in collaboration with the business, looking at tasks that are automated. You tasks that are automated versus tasks that are not. And then even if what you have to do is like go watch and see like what it looked like before and what it looked like now, or you can start to come up with ways of trying to estimate those things if you need to.